If he does good, somebody else is going to accept it. You see, is that on there? Oh yeah, you're with me, okay. Pastor, y'all can work with me now. And if thou does not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. Sin is a him. Sin is a person, a male gender, not an it. It was in the verse. But him is now. Sin is not something the Christians talk about, or the Jews or the Muslims talk about, some type of force, not according to this book here. And the Quran came from the Torah. Sin is a he, a person. That's what God said. And you can change it the way you feel like it. Look up in the Hebrew. Now listen. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and killed him. Could God have prevented that? Yes. Why didn't he? Why didn't God? He just got talking to him the verse before. Why didn't he just say, Cain, don't kill your brother? Right. You hear me? Right. Don't kill your brother. I know it's crazy because I'm God. I see your anger, I see your conscience. Don't kill your brother. We accepted him. He did the best he could do at this offering. You did a shabby job, and we don't accept it. Don't kill your brother. No, that's not what happened. He let him rise up and kill him. Go on. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel, thy brother? God don't know where he's at. God is not able to see from all of us everywhere. Well, we've been told while we was in our churches and our masjids and our synagogues that God was all our seeing and monitored everything we did and looked after us and protected us. But God is right here telling you, I don't know where you are. I don't see every one of you. I don't answer everyone's prayers. This is a hard truth, y'all. You may not like the way this sounds because you're religious, but it happens to be the truth. I'm reading right out your GINDJAB Bible. Although you're not with me. And anytime a word puzzles you, we can go up to the number and see the Hebrew just to make sure. You with me? This is in the Bible. God don't know. Okay, now listen to this time. He says, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? You talking to God like that? You didn't tell me you talking to the almighty, powerful, lightning causer? Cold giver, headache maker? You tell him, am I my brother's keeper? You got this person, you know why he's like this? Because we're going to get a little further and you'll find out he's talking to someone face to face. He ain't talking to no spirit, no spook, no force, or nothing. He's sitting there talking to a man. Watch. Verse 10. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? Hello? God just put questions. That question mark over there? God said, what have you done? Doesn't God know? Are you with me? You read this every day. Reverend Pope Chapter's passing this off every day. And they're not touching on these little words, these little minute points that may break the spell and make us give them this crap back and go on about our lives and get something done. Right. Sitting around waiting for something to happen out of heaven. Your grandmother and great-grandmother and great-great-grandmother all died thinking Jesus was going to save them. Saying Jesus is coming back to save them. And they all died poor, suffering, arthritis, illnesses, in hospital beds, with their Bible in their hand, praying. Because there ain't nothing out there coming for you called Jesus or God. This is a good story. The greatest story ever told. Where was I? Now, on verse 11. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which has opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hands. when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. This is not God talking. This is a farmer. Let me go on. Let me find one real good. Number 14. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth. You see that? And what? And from thy face. The word in Hebrew for face, they put payun, but it's payim. A face or a surface. He's saying to God, you have taken me off of this place, and I can't look at you face to face no more. God got a face like yours, that Cain is looking at. It's going to go on too. I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me, which is kill me. Nobody is on the earth. Nobody is on the earth. Just Adam, Eve, Cain, because he killed Abel. Right. Who is going to kill him? Right. Who is he talking about? I'll tell you, he's talking about the giants and the other beings that have come to this planet, that were on this earth, in light of Genesis chapter 6. Goliath's seed. You know why Goliath's seed? Because this Bible tells you they had 6 fingers and 6 toes. You with me? You walk away from that. 6 fingers and 6 toes. Nobody in this room got 6 full-grown fingers and toes. You know bumps and stuff. Oh yeah. I put pictures of them in books for you to see, haven't I? Well, listen close. If Jesus is God incarnate, and Jesus is recorded to have had 5 fingers and 5 toes according to him, and man is in the image and the likeness of God. Everybody hold up their hands for me. How many fingers you got? Wiggle them toes. How many toes you got? So we created man in our image and our likeness. Now whose image and likeness is the people with 6 fingers and 6 toes? Right. Where the hell did they come from? Because if we're in the image of God, and Jesus was the incarnation of God, and we saw the 5 fingers, but if Jesus would have 6 fingers and 6 toes, they would have said it. He had 5 fingers and 5 toes, like everybody else in there. Why is the Bible talking about people with 6 fingers and 6 toes? Go read the story of Goliath in 2 Kings, you'll find it. Where they come from? There are people on this planet that do not fall up under your Adamic creation story. You understand? And I'll show you that in a minute. Alright, where were we? So now Cain was afraid of some people killed him that didn't even exist. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. How do you walk away from the Lord? How can you walk away from an omnipresent being? You can't walk away. This is God. I can't walk away from God, and God is seeing everything. This Bible says he walked out of the presence of God. Didn't it? Is it up there? How did he do that? Unless God was standing there talking to him face to face. They'll say that was Jesus. Then why don't you say Jesus? Huh? It says Jesus in the New Testament. Why don't you say that? Well, the Old Testament is making prophecy for Jesus. Show me Jesus' name in the Old Testament. He had a name here. Why he had to be named again in the New Testament if he was the same God Old Testament? Why? Why would he get the name Jesus if he was the Jehovah of the Old Testament? Stop kidding yourself. Let me go on. Near the end of the same thing, the same chapter, it says, this is interesting. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son, verse 25, and called his name Seth, for God said, called his name Seth, for God said, she has appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. And Seth, so what am I reading wrong? And to Seth, correct me up, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. You know what Enos means? A human being, a mortal being. Can you all bring that up? Yeah. Enos, what does it mean? A man. What the heck was being born before that? Right. And why would you name your son a man? I'll tell you why. Because the beings before that were called Adams. And they were called God's children. And Enos never called the sons and daughters of man. The Enosites. Right in the Bible. They don't put you back to the Hebrew. And you can buy this software and do it in the computer yourself. And kick them back in the butt. Do it, John. And now listen to this. Verse 26. Listen to the last line. Read it with me. Then began men to call. Let's go back to verse chapter 4. Alright? Chapter 4, verse 1. Got it? And Adam knew Eve, his wife. Right? And she what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Now, I've gotten a man from the Lord, that's in 4, and 5 is the first time they call him the name Lord. Now, wait a minute. How can he be the Lord in 4, and 5 is the first time? The last verse of it is when he first called. The last verse of 4 is when they first start calling on the name of the Lord. Is this a verse out of place? Did someone lie? Are they trying to trick us and play with our soul so they can keep us mentally enslaved in religious bullcrap? A little further. Let's open verse 5 and see what happens here. Chapter 5, I'm sorry. This is the what? You notice the change from Lord to Elohim now? Bring up God, it should be Elohim. They left Lord Yahweh and went to a new thing. And watch what happens here. Because if I go back to Genesis 1, can you get back to Genesis 1? And go to God. In the beginning, we have 1-1. This is good. This is my dog now. Y'all can't not believe me now. In the beginning, God. And the word God is what? And now we jump to Lord God into Lord. And now we get back to 5 and it starts back on God again. Because it's talking about creation again. So that tells us this verse 5 going further back, didn't it? And let's see what it says. Back to 5. Number 2, male and female. Could you click on the word male, please? What's his name? What's his name? Go ahead. Adam. Adam is not the man's name. Adam was the whole tribe. I'm going to show it to you. Right down there. You with me? Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called what? Their name Adam. Eve's name was Adam? Eve's name was Adam? Or was that a tribe of people? Adamites. Enosites, 2 separate tribes, sons of gods and sons of men. Right. When you get to Genesis chapter 6, the next verse, it says, and it came to pass When, you know what split is? Bring it up. You get it there? What does it say? When the Adamites, you don't have men there. It's not there. They're lying to you. When the Adamites began to multiply on earth, and what? Daughters was born unto them. Go ahead, which was that? The sons of who? Click on God. Click on God. The sons of Elohim, Genesis 1, Elohim is the God who created everything. Yeah. All human beings are sons and daughters of. Where is Jesus? Right in the Bible. So I look in there and go word for word from Hebrew and realize these preachers are lying to you. They are misguiding us. And that's the reason why we're all messed up in the head. That's why we get that wrong. People say, well, where did God come from? And no preacher can answer. Who created God? Who are those people? I told you about Cain. He left the presence of God and went to the land of Nod. Right? And there he took a wife. From who? There wasn't nobody on the planet according to your religious Muslim, Christian, and Jewish belief. And that includes Rastafarians too. Y'all believe this Bible crap. Where did Cain take a wife from if nobody was on the planet? And don't quote our doctrine. But you call me crazy, man. Crazy like a fox out of here. The sons of God saw what? That they were? Bring up the word fair. They always say that means nice. No, it doesn't. The Hebrew word for agreeable. No, that they were agreeable. And I know it's complexion. Isn't it good to look in the Bible and see what it says right in the word for word? I can make this up. You can go buy this software. All right. I will make one of them. We will have our own stuff. Amen to that. And it took them wives of all which they chose. Now guess who pops up again? A different deity. A questionable deity. And the Lord, what did he say? My spirit, my rock, what? For that he also is flesh. How old shall it be? What does it say here? Now, this is speaking about the Spirit of God being in the flesh and living how long? Christians say Jesus died on the cross at 33 years old. Yes or no? Did Jesus live to be 120 or not? So now who is this Son of God? Who is this Spirit of God? Who is in the flesh? Who will live 120 years? Who is it? We know that. The only man in the Bible live 120 years is Moses. The only one. And Moses also in Exodus chapter 7, if I can find him, verse after that. They shut down on us, huh? Well, I'll find it. No, they can't. You only just begun. There you go. Oh, yeah. Y'all with me? Exodus chapter 7, verse 1. And who's back in town? What did he say? Said unto Moses. What? Bring it up. What is the Lord appoint Moses at? Or what? Moses is the one who's back in the beginning with God or Jesus? Moses is called Elohim of God. And they call this small. Don't be looking at that small G. There was no small G's in Hebrew. There is no small G's in Greek. Give Sodom and Gomorrah. There's no such thing as a small G. So don't run that capital G, small G, big G crap. That's only in the English translation to deceive you. You are the Elohim. You are the children and daughters of God. You ain't mere men. The men in this book are called beasts. Are called beasts of the field. Those are the evil beings who walk amongst you. All races. Mixing amongst us. Disagreeables. They were not agreeable. So the gods that came down from the stars didn't want nothing to do with the one that was disagreeable. They only wanted the one that was said there that was, they took them and married the agreeable one.